You know what that's all? You know what that is? That is the liberal agenda. You know, I'm not saying Greg's a liberal, but that's a liberal approach. Yeah. Liberals want everyone to basically follow. Liberals want everyone to follow liberalism. And you can call yourself a Jew or a Muslim or a Christian, but you have to follow the big religion, which is secular liberalism. Okay? That's a classic liberal approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the thing you were talking about?
Well,
lost myself.
Tybo Master in the chat room complains that watching Rabbs prevents him from masturbating. So you are doing a mitzvah. You are preventing this Jew
is that the
from...
liquid Rav?
No, it's not. It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not. I can tell.
How come?
You are doing a mitzvah. You are preventing this Jew from committing a sin. So, Mazel Tov to Rabbi Rabbs. So, Greg Lee came here
what's the thing
expecting to find mutuality.
Right.
He finds antithesis.
Right. Because if somebody is looking from a secular liberal approach, they want basically all of the dogma, if you will, from anyone who claims to be religious to be something that reflects their own secular ideas. That, oh, it's like fun to be part of Judaism. It uplifts me spiritually, you know. But that's not a Jewish concept. Judaism is the opposite of that. We don't care to be, we're not going to apologize. We follow Torah. Torah is at odds with secularism. If you expect Judaism to be congruent, to be exactly and to fit in comfortably with your secularism, and you expect people who follow Jews, that's going to work if you go to like the Reform or the Conservative, because they don't hold by anything Jewish. They follow Judaism in name only, but they really are practicing secular liberalism. And if you expect like a liberal Christian is going to be with a liberal Jew, you know, and they're all going to just get along because they're all basically following the same religion, you're going to be at odds with us. Well, I can only speak for myself. You're going to be at odds with me because I follow Torah Judaism, which is antithetical. Isn't that the word he used?
Mm-hmm.
It's antithetical to secular liberalism. You're not going to find me in agreement with you. If you practice liberal secularism, and that is your belief system, you will not find agreement with Torah philosophy.
Greg Leake writes, my experience would suggest that the Orthodox communities provoke dislike, whereas conservative and reform do not. My best friend in college was a conservative Jew, and our religious differences were merely interesting and entertaining. The exclusivity and cloisteredness of Orthodox Jews, in addition to their conspicuous display in dress and standoffishness, are bound to be provocative to those who enjoy being friendly and who are open to the idea of religious differences. I show you my hand and you slap it away.
Wait a minute, isn't he the same one? Wait a minute, isn't Greg the same one who started off by saying that it doesn't bother him if a non-Jew, if a Jew walks in wearing whatever into McDonald's?
Yeah.
So why is he saying now that, oh, it's a put-offish statement? Before he
I
said
guess he's not consistent.
He said it, Greg, not me. Because, okay, I say that the clothes I'm wearing is a statement, but I say the clothes that anyone wears makes a statement. Everything is a fashion statement. If you run naked, that's a statement. If you wear a t-shirt that says AC/DC, that's a statement. If you wear like stripes or pastel, that's a statement. And if you wear, you know, talis sits as white and black and the whole thing, that's a statement. When you wake up in the morning, and I don't care who you are, if you're a human being, you're going to make a statement no matter what clothes you wear. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I try as much as possible for myself, probably more I could try, I try to at least most of the time dress Jewish. And that's my statement. Okay? But if you're not dressed Jewish, then you are making a statement that you are dressing non-Jewish. Because in our way of looking at it, there's only two ways you can dress. Jewish or Goyish. That's it.
Now, according to Taibo Master, the Torah is a universalist document with the end purpose being the transformation of all mankind.
That is definitely the Lakewood Rav.
It's not.
It's got to be. It talks exactly like him.
It talks similar, but I can tell it's different.
Oh, it's your other friend?
Yeah.
It's another smart
That is a
ass.
friend of mine, but it's not Lakewood Rav.
By the way, I still hold by everything I said in the Ten Commandments of Luke. This guy is putting out all kinds of crap about me in there, and you don't care.
No, I care. I find it amusing.
You find it amusing. But when Rabbi Orlovsky calls Rabbi Weinreb,
I found that amusing too.
Oh, you were crying and putting it on your blog.
I put it on my blog because it was a good story. Also, I'm not a rabbi, and he was a rabbi, so I'm just
no. But this guy's cutting me down.
Right, but he's just an anonymous chatter in a chat room. That's different than making a public lecture.
This guy's on public. This guy's on public, cowardly hiding behind some anonymous name and taking pot shots at me in front of people. How is that acceptable in your world? How is that acceptable? The things that a moron and a cow, and you make such a big deal about that.
Go ahead, don't worry, I'll send you it all.
Right? And
Yeah.
you don't say anything to your friends, you give them the green light. You give those guys the green light. I want to hear why that's okay to you.
Okay. So I let people pretty much say what they want about you or me, so long as they don't cross the line. And for me, crossing the line would be, like penis comments or...
Oh, but it's okay to say, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm
that's
an idiot.
an opinion. Yeah,
and,
that's an opinion.
So how is it not an opinion when Rabbi Orlovsky said that...
It was an opinion, but he is a famous rabbi. This guy's just a chatter in a chat room. It's a context. One is a very well-known rabbi speaking in public, and this is just some guy in an anonymous chatter in a chat room.
So if Rabbi Orlovsky wasn't as well known,
if he wasn't as well known, it wouldn't have been as big a story.
I never heard of him prior to that.
Right,
I never heard of the guy. Right? So to you, that's no big deal. If he's like a nobody, that's not a, he can say whatever he wants.
It's less of a big deal if it's a nobody. If he was a nobody, nobody would comment on it.
See, I have a completely different way, and I believe my way is the Torah way. I say it doesn't matter. It's the words that are said, right, about an individual is the lashon hora. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how public or private they are. In fact, I would say adarabba. I say it's the opposite way of how you're looking at it. You're allowed to say, Torah allows people to say certain things about public figures, and it's never lashon hora. I can trash, Obama's not Jewish, but let's say like the President of the United States was Jewish, right? Let's say like Lieberman was president, right? And I could say, Lieberman's an idiot, he's the worst president we ever had, and that's not considered lashon hora, because he's a public figure, and it's assumed you're allowed to talk about public figures that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the XII wouldn't agree with that.
No, this is the XII who said it.
Really?
Yeah. If somebody's like a big political leader, let's say,
okay,
then you can criticize, if I said Lieberman, is gay and he sucks cock, that would be lashon hora. Okay? That would be lashon hora.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because it's character assassination, whether it's true or not, is irrelevant. But it's not relevant, it's not negea to how he serves as president. But you can say the guy's an idiot, he's a terrible president, and you're just giving your opinion on a public thing. And it's expected, he expects that.
But I mean, you're a public figure being on a cam, like that you then
Whoa,
expect.
whoa, 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 whoa. But Rabbi Weinreb, right,